My people, he went on, how is it that I invite you to salvation while you invite me to the fire? It seems like he's opening up about his faith now. I am calling you to Jannah and you're calling me to fire? You invite me to disbelieve in Allah and associate with Him that of which I have no knowledge, and I invite you to the exalted in might, the perpetual forgiver? Assuredly, that to which you invite me has no response to a supplication in this world or in the hereafter. Meaning you're calling me to worship idols. If I call upon them, they don't even answer. They can't even move. And indeed, our return is to Allah. And indeed, the transgressors will be the companions of the fire. فَسَتَذْكَرُونَ مَا أَقُولُ لَكُمْ. And you will remember what I now say to you. You will remember. Right now, you don't pay heed to what I'm telling you. But soon, you will remember. وَأُفَوِّضُ أَمْرِي إِلَى اللَّهِ. And I entrust my affair to Allah. Indeed, Allah is seeing of His servants. He knows them all. He can punish any, from anywhere, whenever, whoever. None can protect against Him, and none can benefit against Him. But what happened? His people became violent towards him. And that's something expected of Fir'aun. If he killed all of those magicians who believed in Musa a.s., what do you think he did to his relative? فَوَقَاهُ اللَّهُ سَيِّئَاتِ مَا مَكَرُوا. So Allah protected him from the evils they plotted. Allah saved him. And the people of Fir'aun were enveloped by the worst of punishment. What is that worst punishment? النَّارُ يُعْرَضُونَ عَلَيْهَا غُدُوًّا وَعَشِيًّا. The fire, they are exposed to it morning and evening. Heat is difficult to bear. Just imagine the heat of the sun, and the sun is so far. That is difficult to bear. When you're standing in front of the stove, in front of an oven, it's so difficult to bear that heat. How will the fire be, which is worse than the fire of this world? And the day the hour appears, it will be said, make the people of Fir'aun enter the severest punishment. What do we see here? One is the punishment which they are in right now, after they were drowned, until the day of judgment. And the other is the punishment which they will be admitted into, when? After hisab. So this ayah proves to us, it shows to us that there is reward or punishment after death, before the day of judgment even. The Prophet ﷺ said, the grave is the first stage of the hereafter. If one is saved there, then what follows it will be easier than it. And if one is not saved there, then what follows it will be more difficult than it. By Allah, I have never viewed a sight more frightening, more horrifying than the grave. May Allah protect us all from the punishment of the grave. And mention when they will argue within the fire, and the weak will say to those who had been arrogant, indeed, we were only your followers, so will you relieve us of a share of the fire? Those who had been arrogant will say, indeed, all of us are in it. Indeed, Allah has judged between the servants. And those in the fire will say to the keepers of hell, supplicate your Lord to lighten for us a day from the punishment, just one day off. They will say,